Okay, we are back and continuing on the never-ending cycle of the putts. Will we finish them this episode? I sure as hell hope so, because I really want to do the Grand Prix.
Well, we got through about 50 last episode, so we should be able to get through 25 and start on something else this one.
Surely that's achievable.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, let's give it a go. Alright, so I take it I'm in control.
Yeah, I don't want to have to swap the order the icons appear on the screen.
Yeah, so you can safely assume that Jovi will forever be the one starting.
I can change it if need be, but...
No, that's fine. I'm happy to always start.
Yeah.
Head east from White Mountain through the tunnel to Peach Town. Oh dear, it's on the west side.
So we'll try to keep this episode a little more tame. We won't have any heated arguments. It'll just be your typical family-friendly content.
Yeah.
Light-hearted jests that nobody will ever actually laugh at.
Some wild quips.
Fuck, do I hate modern-day YouTube. It's just...
Can't start with like a generalizing sweeping statement that includes a lot of people that you don't know. We're meant to be keeping it light.
I was joking. There's no way we're keeping it light.
So, helium, right? It's pretty cool. It's lighter than air.
Hydrogen's lighter.
Yeah, even better, because it's, although it is quite flammable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, this is bumpy
It's a
stuff.
great start. So, sponge cake.
Yeah, I might complain about the YouTube platform a little bit more if you'll entertain me with that, or do you think I shouldn't?
I mean, I'm pretty over complaints, to be honest, but if you want to go for it, you can go ahead.
Alright, fine.
There's Q's Factory in White Mountain. Alright, back we go.
So what, you don't need that negativity in your life?
Yeah. Oh, I've got something. So, no, I do not need that negativity in my life. I'm kind of over negativity at the moment. And I was like, let's just...
But negativity is like my air.
I know. And I'm over here just not having a bar of it right now. I think there's enough negative things going on that it's just like, for me personally, I just don't need...
Yeah, also like
don't
with
need to
that
take it in.
shit that's going on with the Gaza Strip. Yo, let me complain about YouTube for a minute.
Look, if I've got the choice of you talking about the Gaza Strip or YouTube, I'll take YouTube.
Yeah, fair. Anyway, you said you had something?
Yeah, so at my work, we do, you kind of get assigned birthdays to, oh gosh, let's just get back on the road. There we go. You get assigned birthdays, and you kind of put on like a morning lunch for them, and that usually involves making or buying some sort of cakes, and then usually you do like a little platter of things as well.
What do you mean assigned birthdays? Like they tell you which day you were born? Or...
No, you get given someone else's birthday to do.
Oh, so it's like a secret Santa, but...
Yes, basically one of the
parties.
admin staff will come and be like, hey, this person's birthday is coming up, can you please organise it? And then because I'm vegan, I usually by default get given a vegetarian, vegan, or if they've got any other dietary requirements, it's my job to do their birthday, which works out fine for me. But yeah, I always try and cook, because with vegan desserts in particular, a lot of them are so shit, and they've got a good reputation for being shit.
I've got some sort of alright ice cream things.
Yeah, like, it's getting there, but a lot of it is pretty shit. So I always really make a big effort to make it something kind of fancy and quite nice. And this time I made little cupcakes that were Snickers flavoured. And it was just like a recipe that I found online. But they turned out really well. It did take me like 3 hours to make them though. It was insane.
Go.
So yeah, but like I had to make like a caramel sauce, and it did commit one of my pet peeves with vegan desserts, which is you using coconut to make things creamy, because coconut is not the only thing that is creamy that doesn't have
coconut
milk.
very much tastes like coconut.
Yeah, it's like not every dessert has to be coconut, man. Like it's seriously, it irks me so much that I quite often refuse to do or have coconut desserts out of spite. Not because I don't like coconut, but because I don't like the just the laziness of being like, oh yeah, we'll make it coconut. because it can be creamy and sweet. There's so many other flavors that you could use to make something creamy.
You remember our first experience with a fresh coconut?
Yeah, you can tell that story because it still stings.
Yeah, we went to a beach which had actual coconut trees on it, and they had like a bunch of coconuts on the ground, but we didn't want those because, you know, they'd already been decaying, partially rotten, all of that stuff. So we're like, oh, we'll knock some, you know, nearly ripe ones out the tree. So we picked up the old coconut shells, spent like an hour just chucking them at the coconuts, trying to knock them loose.
Should also add, we were going on a walk with our family, and our parents were just like, all right, well, you guys are clearly emotionally invested in this, so we're going to keep walking and we'll come back when you're done. So they kind of left us at this coconut tree. And yeah, like you said, we started to knock them out.
Yeah, so we spent about an hour just manual labor throwing coconuts at coconuts. Eventually we knocked two loose, took them back to the camp where we then bashed them open with rocks and like husked them and stuff, which took about another hour and a half because, my god, do coconuts not want to be eaten.
Yes.
And you finally crack that bad boy open and it's just fucking horrible.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because they were still raw or what, but they were absolutely foul. Yeah.
Coconuts, I think, are specifically, you know, harvested at a very specific time, as well as when cultivating them for, you know, market, you typically have very specific conditions for
Yes.
them,
Yeah.
which you don't really get with wild trees.
No.
So I think we didn't harvest them at the right time, and these weren't intended for human consumption. So while completely edible, they were not pleasant. So yeah, that was a waste of like 3 hours.
Yeah, so maybe I've just got a vendetta against coconuts.
That's your trauma.
Yeah. All right, so I've got to go to, it says from White Mountain to Peach Town. So where's Peach Town on this map?
Go back to White Mountain. I'll direct you.
Thanks. I did actually read the instructions this time. Yeah, I'll go the wrong way. Yeah, so that was a traumatic childhood experience with those coconuts.
It would have been a lot easier if we had a machete.
Yes.
You just
yeah.
climb them up the tree, hack it
it down.
and then you just hack it apart.
Yes. But yeah, I mean,
Using rocks as tools was not.
no, that was pretty good, like, use of persistence though. We did not give up.
Yeah.
We got them open. And remember that we spent enough time to also knock down an extra 2 coconuts for our parents because we're like, oh, it would be nice. We can all have a coconut each.
And they're like, nah, we're good, Chief. You can...
Yeah, but they weren't there at the time. So it
Yeah.
wasn't until after we had knocked them down. We had four coconuts for everyone.
We left the other 2 on the beach.
Yes.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Imagine just like the devastation of also having to carry them all the way back to the hotel.
Yeah.
But yes.
You know, despite hating the beach, I do really, and the humidity, and basically everything about the tropics, I very much enjoy the tropics vibe. You know, calypso music, the idea, at least, of just chilling out on the beach and listen to the ocean.
Yeah. All right, where am I going?
Straight this way,
Cool.
down to the lake.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I think, no, I do quite like, yeah, I can get behind the tropic vibe. I like.
Because, I mean, Hawaiian shirts, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what
The
that was.
cinematic tracking shot.
Wow.
But yeah, in terms of the actual beach itself, not a fan.
Yeah.
It's coarse, it's rough, it gets everywhere.
Yes. Well, I guess I'm driving on the ice. Oh, through that tunnel?
Yeah.
Cool. Yes. Ah. Oh. I didn't actually see what number it was.
It doesn't matter, just keep driving.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
It's not going to be
80.
Yeah, it's not going to be the first one.
No, because I've already got that one.
Yeah. So you just follow this and it'll eventually pop up.
Nice. But yeah, no, the tropics are good. I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, we're going back up to. This was in Queensland. We're going back up to Queensland soon.
Should
Ish.
be nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. By the way, you never ended up sending me that.
That's because I
what,
never ended up
itinerary?
looking. I will do that this week though, because the main reason I didn't was because I was trying to get ahead in the editing.
Ah,
So
which you ended up doing last minute today, anyways.
no, because I had the other. I just edited 2 this week because I had the one that went up on Friday that I did during the week, and then this one which I had started before but just finished today.
Right, I keep forgetting that you upload yours later than mine.
Yeah, mine go up on the Friday.
Yeah.
I'm not on the path. Let's just reverse back and try again. I took that corner too hard. Yeah, so that was part of the reason. Also, I was just tired. I've had an entire month of just a lot on for like a lot. There's
Yeah.
been 3 weekends, so there
We've
was
been over this before. Whose fault is that?
some of these weren't my fault because I'm a bridesmaid in an upcoming wedding, and I had 2 full weekends of an entire Saturday taken up with wedding stuff, as well as my other job. And then last weekend, my fault was the obstacle course.
Yeah. And then Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Yeah, but those, yeah. So there was extra stuff on top of the already extra stuff this time. So I was honestly just exhausted, and it was nice to have a bit of a slower week. Like I didn't actually go to gym this week either, partially because my leg was still weeping, and partially because I was just tired
Fair enough.
on the way from White Mountain to Shancook. So we're just staying on this road. It's just a good old fashioned road trip.
So, you talked to the new guy about the D&D session. Did he have a good time with it?
Yeah, he did. His main comment was he was surprised that you. Oof! Oh, there's a wall. That was surprising. We took a little brief break, but yeah, D&D. So
You were saying that his only real thing was about how I played my character.
yeah, he was just a bit surprised because your character is very lawful, good,
Yeah.
and you were about ready to cut several bitches.
Okay, so a lot of those were threats, as in we were trying to get information out of them. So
Yes.
you play the role of bad cop. I never actually did any harm to any of them.
No.
As a player, I was hoping one of our party members would kill them.
Yes.
But, you know. Because
Yes.
my goodness, their voices were annoying. You did a
Yeah.
very good job voicing those characters.
Thank
but
you. Yeah, they were they're proper Cali girls.
I was really hoping they would never return to the campaign again.
No, it's the other way because it says somewhere in the river. So if I go this way, that looks like one that's in the river. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's probably it. But yeah, unfortunately, even with my 2 different characters, neither of them had the kind of
Gumption to
Yeah.
to
wasn't
kill.
really within their wheelhouse, just cold-blooded murder.
Yes,
Although Stan did cut a guy in half.
he did cut a guy in half. Yeah. Yeah, no, but he had a really good time. I accidentally threw him off because we talked about his character like well over a month ago,
Yeah.
and he was. Oh, I didn't read where that was. He was under the
It's
impression.
probably just up on the hill, though.
Yeah, I'll still check. He was under the impression that his parents, like he was estranged and kind of like living on the property, and I very much made his parents like very loving and supportive.
Right.
Yes, and so that threw him. So that's why I like that start roleplay thing for him was.
Well, something
Maybe
I
child.
was surprised about was just how much of a cunt his character was.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was actually surprised when he made it that he chose to make it.
Outwardly hostile towards the party.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's your choice, man. Like, I'm not gonna say no.
I would have expected, you know, the feeling of superiority to have been there, but to actually voice it.
Yes.
Like,
No, his character is very, very arrogant.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was kind of like half expecting there to possibly be like an immediate party kill on his character.
Yeah. I mean, we tend to try to not do that. That's metagaming, but it's
But-
usually a bad time when you're just killing other party members.
Yes.
'Cause
And I think, so it's kind of like, I think his character's actually got to be able to grow into like a really well-rounded one.
I'm hoping he'll have a proper arc and good character development, because if he's going to have this general attitude the entire time...
Yeah, he's not going to last long.
I mean, we're not going to kill him, because the setting you've made, it's kind of poor form to just murder people,
Yeah.
but...
Yes.
Yeah, he probably won't be, you know the whole Batman, like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Yes. Yeah, that scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually got some really great ideas for next game because of what's gone down. I'm very excited for it. Obviously, I can't say any more than that because that's going to ruin it for
What,
you,
with
but-
us just murdering the cheerleaders in cold blood? I imagine that's gonna have some sort of legal repercussions.
I'll have to wait and see.
Because there was straight up witnesses that we left alive.
Yeah, no, they might be too scared.
Also, I don't know if anybody's going to actually stomach listening to their testimony when they talk like that.
Rude, but also fair. Go down the cliffs and follow the road east. Cool. Yeah.
So, I'm not understanding. Did they kill her or did they, like, kill her?
Oh no, they totally killed her.
They totally, like, killed her?
It was not a vibe. Yeah. They're real great characters.
No, they're not.
I'm kind of gonna watch. I'm genuinely sad that Stacey and Lainey are gone.
They are absurd stereotypes.
They really are, but I like them. Don't know.
And I'm glad they're dead.
Oh. Let's keep going east, alrighty. Yeah, no, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's going quite well. I'm really excited.
What I'm really excited to follow is actually the principal's arc, because
Yeah. What's going on with Greta? I know.
principal character was originally, I think we covered this briefly in a previous episode.
Yeah, but we'll quickly recap. She's a half orc. She all her life was kind of very heavily underestimated her intelligence because of her race, and kind of despite all that, like pulled herself up by her bootstraps. Has become the principal of a school, and within like 5 minutes of the party meeting her, they just kind of like completely crushed her worldview.
I forget what we said, but it was something scathingly insulting about her school and the way she managed it.
Yes,
and
it
it
was
was a nat 20 on the roll for like demoralization or some shit.
Yeah, so it was, you were talking about, the premise for this campaign is that everyone's in this town is underneath a bubble and no one goes or leaves the bubble. And so you guys were along the lines of, hang on, Quick Fix 87, the east of Luke's house built on the water.
Oh, cool. So we're on to Papaya Island now.
Okay. His house is at the south of Papaya Island. I'll just walk there. Okay. Yeah, so you guys were saying, oh, what's the point of having an adventuring school if nobody can go on any adventures? Like, this is just a waste of everybody's time. Like, it was along those lines. And you just rolled really well, and it's just like crushed. And so she's kind of like rebuilding herself from the ground up at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's taking quite a lot of
She doesn't look like she's rebuilding. It looks like she's still spiraling.
Look, before you can rebuild, you must first destroy. And from the ashes, a phoenix will rise.
Every time we've gone to see her, she's been passed out at her desk with just bottles sprawled around her.
From the ashes, a phoenix will rise. I believe in her. I think she can do it. Okay.
I am really interested to see her arc play out though, and just how our relationship with her is going to go as we're killing now other students.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she's going to take too kindly to the death of Lainey and Stacy.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I've got some ideas. I'm kind of going to like write it because I've got a few different directions I possibly want to take it. So I'm going to write them out and then choose my favourite. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I'm quite excited. Yes, I do want to take a picture. Thank you. But yeah, I can't
Close.
shout it out enough again. This is heavily based on Dimension 20's Fantasy High series, and very highly recommend it if you're into D&D or even wanting to get into it. It's really easy to consume. It's
Well,
the easiest to consume.
I
D&D
be permitted
content,
to
I think.
watch this, or would that be too much spoilers?
Now you probably can.
But the first couple were.
Yeah,
okay.
because I've started to move away from using their stuff now.
Cool.
Maybe, yeah, you can start watching it, but yeah, don't get. No, you can start watching it. Yeah, there's nothing in there now. I think that's going to spoil. There's one encounter that I've stolen. That's the one you haven't done yet.
All right.
But that's not.
I'll
Yeah.
hold off on it for
You can
now.
definitely watch the first episode. You can definitely watch the first 2 episodes actually.
Fair enough.
Yeah, east side of the south-facing beach of Papaya Island, next to Andy's house. That was too many directions. East side of the south-facing beach. Okay.
Yeah, so this big beach here is
Yeah.
facing south, so the east side of this beach.
Okay, got it. So I need to go towards the eat,
Yes,
which is this way.
correct.
Yeah, that's never eat soggy wheat bix for people who don't live in Australia and don't do their directions based on mnemonics.
You know, a compass is not too hard to remember northeast, southwest.
I don't. I like it. Never eat soggy. Except I always eat my wheat bix soggy. I like it to turn
Ugh.
into mush. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I'll actually keep adding milk until it's like fully just expanded and it's basically a pudding.
Adding milk.
Well, now it would be almond milk, but like, I don't need to specify what kind of milk. But yes, no, that vegan life. I haven't actually had Weet-Bix since becoming vegan. I don't know how it tastes with almond milk. Head towards the river that flows on the eastern side of Papaya Island. It's to the south of Cass's house.
Oh, you know where that is. That's easy to find.
Yep, I've definitely retained that information.
Sleepy Casa.
I remember Sleepy Casa. I
It's
don't
near
remember.
the big tree.
Oh yeah, that's the one I remember. I've got trauma from that big tree. Kept repeatedly driving into it.
You're currently working through it
flash.
with your therapist.
Yeah. Having flashbacks like, every time. I just re-entered the building. Yes. Yes, I cannot praise Dimension 20 enough.
Fair.
It's a good time had by all.
It's kind of weird how little D&D content I've watched, given that I really enjoy it.
Yeah, no, Dimension 20. Not all of it's free on YouTube though. I've actually subscribed to the
Oof.
Dropout service. But all of Fantasy High is, all of the first season, so you can watch all of that quite easily.
Cool.
But
Have you heard of Critical Role before?
yeah, I do quite like Critical Role, but it is a big time commitment because each episode is like 4 hours from what I understand. And
So
I've
something
seen
to
like
have on.
highlights of it.
Something to have in the background, I guess.
Yeah. To mention 20, each episode is 2 hours, so it's half the time, which is much better for me. And even then, it will take me like a week to watch one. So.
Yeah.
And so it's
Near the tree.
Yeah, it's just by the tree. Okay. Yeah. So each episode's about 2 hours. So if you do really like it, if it's something you enjoy, we could actually every now and again just watch one together because I've got the subscription service.
Yeah,
of the
since we
other
started doing
seasons.
this recording thing, we haven't really had time to do anything else other than...
But if we get ahead of them, then not every week we have to record, and we could just hang out.
True. That would be nice.
Yeah. So that's the
I
incentive.
do miss some watching Brave and the Bold with you.
Yeah, such a good show. Outrageous.
Yeah, should probably specify Batman Brave and the Bold because I think there's...
No, I think you're thinking Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Not Brave. Yeah, I don't think there's another Brave and the Bold. So Batman Brave and the Bold is an animated, Batman series.
Which
Just
really
highly
highlights the
rated, that
goofiness of the, Silver Age?
Yeah, I think it's Silver Age of comics. Yeah, it's a delight. It's got the same camp energy that the 1960s Batman has.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're taking another photo. It's located to the west of Grandpa Costello's house in northern Papaya Island. Is that
near
the guy who like mocks us? Is that he's like, I'm messing with you?
No, I think it's the ukulele guy with the coconut. I think Luke was the guy who mocked you, who was
Ah,
down
okay,
on the
so we
jetty.
go to
So
the
either
coconut.
way, it's near the obstacle course, coconut, jet turbine,
Got it.
all that shit.
Yep. Cute. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem is like I feel like my brain is constantly in deer in headlight mode. And what I mean by that is
I need to think of something to say.
no, it's nothing like that at all. It's literally when we suddenly change the topic, like if I have a question about the game, the thing that was in my brain before that is immediately just gone. Like it's not there at all.
Well, we were just talking about D&D, but I think we kind of rounded that out.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the problem with D&D is if you're going to describe anything that you really enjoyed about it, it requires so much setup in order to actually talk about it, because you usually need context of the universe, of the characters,
Yeah.
of what's transpired thus far.
Yes, 91, 94. Was 91 the one I was meant to be going into?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'll double check afterwards. Yeah. No, it's just a good game. I'd recommend it to everyone.
Yeah. Because I could recall a story of a time we sparked a riot in a city that left several people dead over some price that was too high on fish that we wanted to buy, but you'd really require, again, proper setup to actually properly appreciate it.
I've had a party kill my character twice in a row in the same campaign because I had a character that I put a lot of love into, and start of the campaign, first session, dead. And so I was like, well, I've put a lot of love and care into this character. If they're just going to be killed off like this without any regards, I'm just going to do 94 while I'm here. Because
Which campaign was this one again?
this was with high school friends. We were doing
Well, which character was this, I guess I should ask.
Babo, my swashbuckling cat person.
Right.
Yeah, that was a pirate. Yeah, yeah, and so they immediately were killed.
Bad roll?
Yeah, no, not a bad roll. It was just that was the way the campaign was set up. I think it was Into the Abyss is the one, which apparently is known for killing party members. And yeah, I was just like, well, if this is what it's going to be, I'm not going to put any effort into any further characters.
Right.
And so the first character I came back with it had the same name as the DM. And so funnily enough, they died rather quickly. I'm not sure why.
Well, that says a lot about the DM. You should probably check if, he's got suicidal thoughts or anything. If
I
he's
think
just...
he just didn't appreciate how I was, the creative liberties I took with his personality, the character. So they died. So then I came back with Kanye West, who was always doing his Kanye best. And
Kanye Best just wasn't good enough,
it
though.
was not good enough for the party. I don't actually know where I'm going. It said 93 was jump into the river. And I've done that. And I'm not seeing any parts. Oops.
There might be jump from the river to the island. It might be the one that takes you to Cloud Hill, potentially.
Yeah, so if I go to Cloud Hill.
And then just drop off.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. I forgot my city was there. Yeah, and so the party literally tied him up and left him for dead. That's a tad harsh. And then I just stopped playing with that group because clearly we had different play styles and I wasn't making the game fun for them and I wasn't having fun, so...
They were taking it too seriously?
No, yeah.
I mean, you
They
probably
weren't
would have been
really-
fine with your first character, but
I
then
would have
that got
been.
killed off.
I also, yeah, I don't know. I think I just have a different play style. How we're really heavy role play and it's a lot of, when you DM or when I DM, it's a lot of oh, yes, give it a go, see what happens. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you ask me. I'm most likely going to say, yes, you can try that.
Whereas with them, it would very much be, no, that's stupid, why would you do that?
Yeah, yeah. Which isn't if that's how you want to play, that's fine. It's just not how I want to play, so...
I'm here to have fun.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see if you're wanting a certain tone for your campaign, and that can be fun, but it's just not how I wanted to play, so...
Something I have noticed about your characters, though, at least the ones we've encountered, they've been unreasonably hostile to just everyone. You have a tendency to just attack NPCs and party members with very little provocation.
Yeah, that is true. I will accept that. Let's go to the west side of the south-facing beach on Fire Island. It's next to the mayor's house. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, that is fair. Babot wasn't. Babot was the first character I probably made that wasn't like that. And he immediately died. So that's what happens when I make a well-rounded, compassionate character. They immediately die.
How did Babot die?
There was a... So these are all like... I think they... I can't remember. They were either level 5 or level 1 characters. But it was a giant monster or something that like literally picked up and just crushed. So like there was nothing I could do.
So it wasn't even like you get to roll to dodge or anything. It was just
I don't remember
straight
if I
up
got to roll
scripted
or not,
event.
but
It's like,
basically,
I'm using you as a red shirt to establish that the campaign is dangerous.
yeah, basically, that's how it felt, and there wasn't really any compassion from anyone at all in the group, which yeah, kind of just sucked.
And that reminds me of one of my characters that got killed in a campaign that we were playing. So it had this character for a fair while at this point, and died in combat. Just bad roll, unfortunately. There was only one survivor of the entire party. It was like a near party wipe, and then it's like, well, I'm going to just start cutting you up to go feed to this pet snake I've got. It's like,
Jeez.
Jesus, I've been traveling with you for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And the character wasn't even written to be compassionless or anything, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not against like party that's happening in a campaign, but
You
It-
do need risk and consequence.
yeah,
and stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But when it's just so like there wasn't really any fault of myself or the party from memory. This was quite a few years ago now. This was like 2012.
Whereas just the encounter was made far, far too dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and which is, to be fair, that is Into the Abyss, but I don't think, at least I didn't feel like it was very clearly communicated that we shouldn't be pouring our hearts and souls into characters for this campaign.
Well, this was a learning experience for me that you shouldn't when that happened. It's
Yes.
like, oh yeah, things can die, and it's best to not put too much of yourself into those characters, because if so, you're not going to have a good time when it does happen.
Yeah. That's 99. Oh, gosh. Everyone, no. I'm just going into 99. I'm done. And then I'll go into the one opposite afterwards.
I mean, Cloud Hill's just a circle. Just drive around and
Yeah.
go into all of the houses. Well, not houses and pot shops.
It's right across from here. Okay, cool. So that's not even the one I needed. So there's a few that are missing.
Did you actually get your picture taken there?
I thought I did, yeah, because it was...
I must have just blinked for
I'll
it.
take it again just in case. But
It
I'm
felt
sure I
like
did.
you just pressed triangle, but
Yeah, it was the Riso one.
cool.
Okay. But yeah, it's the steep learning curve, and it could have been I could have just not heard him when he said don't make the characters that thing, and I could be misremembering because it was a long time ago. But yeah,
Yeah.
it cut deep.
Yeah, character deaths always suck.
Yes. So yeah, and I should also clarify that wasn't just the only reason I stopped playing D&D. I also just happened to get very busy around that time, and it's like, well, it's not worth trying to
Yeah.
work around it. I wasn't that spiteful. Okay, so I'm missing 93, 97, 98. So I'm
97
assuming,
and 98 are
will
both
be
going to be
here.
up here, yeah.
yeah, 93 is probably at Papavaya
Probably
Island.
near the rainbow jump,
Yeah,
so other direction.
yeah. Cool. So up
Take a
here,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yes. Up we go. We're probably just going to get this finished for this episode. We've got we've got another 20 minutes. So I'll get this
Be
one
able
and
to
then
do
I'll
like
hand
2
it over
races, I guess.
to you. Yeah. What races do we have left to do?
As in starting the Grand Prix.
Grand Prix?
Grand Prix?
I
Grand
don't know.
Prix? Yes. Yeah, I suppose we could start the Grand Prix. I was kind of hoping it'd be a nice, clean Grand Prix episode, but that's fine. Yeah, well, that's-
It'll probably be we finish the Grand Prix, we become president, and then we'll do the wrapping up in the same episode. Or we could actually finish my city instead of doing the Grand Prix. Saving
Yeah, I
the
think.
Grand Prix for the actual finale.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I've never actually realised that Cloud City doesn't actually have a map. That's why that guy's like, I get lost up here. Because he doesn't have a map. Very cool. Okay, so...
Also, we've had some. What I like with party deaths is where it's a consequence for bad player choice.
Bad player choice. Well, yeah, like one of our party members, quite frankly, was lucky to be alive. I was probably more generous than that because it was still quite early than I needed to be with them because of their choice to go out the bubble after just having a
Yeah.
big fight. Like
Yeah.
they were all low on hit points.
So if that was
nothing
to
left.
result in a death, or if we would have a death from that other combat encounter where he was actively fighting his own party instead of
Yeah.
fighting the fucking monsters.
Yes. Correct. Yeah, so 93, we're thinking Peach
Papaya Island.
Papaya Island, sorry. Wrong P-town.
Because we had one at some point where they were playing as a centaur, and they were deeply religious, and they had adopted a bunch of children under their protection or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we went on a fishing trip, and the weather got really bad, and it's like, oh, everybody tie a safety line just in case, waves come and sweep you off. And it's like, oh, my faith in God will save me.
And his faith in God didn't save him.
Well, then a kid got swept overboard, and without a safety line or anything, just leaps into the water like, I'll save you, kid, and then they just both get swept off and drown.
Damn. But in your universe, was it like established that like, what did gods take an active role in there?
In this universe, no.
Okay.
The only gods that really actually have power are actually mortals that have just ascended to like godlike status.
Okay.
He was straight up a Roman Catholic, and it's his god did not actually exist.
Okay. Yeah, in this year.
But he had a roll like, does my god save me? I don't know, roll a d20 and find out. 19, you die believing your god will save you.
Dear.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a touch brutal.
Yeah, you had a pretty great role actually last one too. There's a goblin that goes to the school that just gives off really
You
don't
know
know how
what
to
to
describe
say.
really antisocial behaviors.
Big red flags.
Big red flags. And to be fair, this character had zero intents of ever being like this, but you guys just put it on them. Like, all you've seen them do is just not communicate with anyone and sketch in their notebook, like, with their headphones on. They're just very antisocial. And a few of the party members have kind of, like, reached out. And this character went to... Their name's Leroy, went to, like, give a good gesture back to... Face's character, but Face rolled really badly on the insight check as to what the gesture was, and so he's very heavily taken it as a threat. Your character.
I mean, the drawing was monstrous, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It's just his drawing style is really sketchy, and he's quite heavy-handed when he draws. So, but if you read his body language correctly, you would have been like, oh, this is him being like, thank you for...
I was about to start the World Grand Prix. We're actually here for upgrading my city, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We've got 2 parts left to get.
So I know we've got at least one on Papaya Island that we need to get, which is the paint shop.
Yeah.
Then we also need to
get the teacher, which is Sampolis.
Cool.
Did you want to look it up? Because I
Sure.
looked up a couple of them, but I think those are the only two main buildings we need. The rest is just going to be individual homes.
Road trip, city, houses. Cute. Let me have a look. Alright, so I'm going to read out buildings and you can tell me if we got them. Once I get to the list.
Alright, got the paint shop.
Nice, that's okay. You still had others to get while you're looking for me.
Yeah, gotta get that
Get
teacher.
'em.
Hey,
Building
teach.
places. So we've got the Wonder Estate Agency, we've got the Q Factory, we had the parts shop. We got the body shop.
Yep.
We've now got the paint shop.
Yep.
We have the bank.
Yep.
We have the tower.
Yep.
We have both parks,
Pretty sure we do.
Corcoran and Saucy.
Yeah, we got.
Both of them are in separate parts. Oh, sorry.
I don't know if we got Saucy actually.
I think we did because we had a conversation. She's in Chestnut Canyon though.
Okay.
There's the mini games,
I think we've got both of those. We might not have the Which Way race.
the Witch Ray race is unlocked from Dylan. Both of them. Oh, so he's in Sampolis.
Yeah, I think most people are.
Oh, sorry, it's not Dylan. It's Daly. Dayan. My mistake. Dayan. The recycle shop we've got. The Q's Rally Centre.
Pretty sure we got that. That gets built automatically, I think.
Okay. The garage we got. The school.
That's what I'm looking for now.
Homes. So, Flower from Peach Town, Mean from Papaya Island, and Sally from White Mountain. Oh, sorry, and Kuwano from Chestnut Canyon, and Gitchi from Fuji City.
Okay, so I think we might need the Fuji City one again.
Gitchi.
Yeah.
So Gitchi is found.
Okay, yeah, we don't have the.
Well, we probably have because they live in a house. Oh no, driving near the dumpling cake shop. Sorry, the dumpling cake shop.
Cool.
A cinema.
Cinema, I'm pretty sure we've already got, and that's another one of these
Sampolis.
Sampolis ones.
The quick pick shops.
They get built automatically.
Only when it's complete though.
Or when you finish the endurance run.
Yes. And Korakuen we've got fire station.
Got.
Brian, yeah, and a police station we've got.
Oh.
Cool. So that should be pretty close to done.
Alright, so we'll try the Fuji City one.
Yep.
Because.
So I need the dumpling shop. And this will probably be perfect timing by the time we finish this.
Might potentially have time for the endurance run takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we don't have time. We've got about 4 minutes on the clock to when we said we'd start.
Alright. This game has taken way longer than I actually expected it to.
Yeah, I thought we'd power through it. I can't believe how bad we've gotten at this game.
It's a big game,
It is a pretty big game.
but yeah, we've also been really dawdling. We've been conversing too much. There's been moments where you've put the controller down and just looked at me.
That's because I'm really bad at talking and playing at the same time. Like, you can hear, when I'm talking to you now, I can actually formulate sentences. But the second I've got the controller, it takes me like 20 minutes to say what I'm trying to say. I really struggle. I'm not a multitasker at all. I can't game and drive, you know? So not game and drive. I can't game and talk. It's really struggle. It seriously sounds, I feel like it sounds like I'm high
So that's Gitchi.
for a lot of them because I'm struggling to formulate a sentence and drive the car.
Where were the other ones? So it's Gitchi.
What did you need?
The houses.
Houses. Yep. Houses. Homes. Mian from Papaya Island.
Definitely got her.
Flower from Peach Town.
Definitely got her.
Sally from White Mountain.
I don't know about that. Whereabouts do you find Sally?
Sally. White Mountain, presumably.
Is that the red one?
Yeah, she's red.
Drives around the
In
ski
this
ramp.
area behind the main town area.
Actually, that might be the.
Yeah, that's Sally. And then the other home is Kuwano from Chestnut Canyon.
Might not have them either.
Kuwano.
Oh wait, that's Blonty.
Oh, it looks very similar. Like Sally, pretty well looked identical. Main area, so near the ski ramp and the. Yeah.
There's nobody else currently on the ski ramp, so maybe we've already got Sally.
Yeah, perhaps. Kawano, though, he's found. Oh, wait, it doesn't actually say where he's found.
You said Chestnut Canyon.
Yeah,
didn't you?
but it doesn't say where in Chestnut Canyon. Oh, no, Mushroom Road, actually. Because it says it's white.
Drives around Mushroom Road though.
Mushroom picker from Chestnut Canyon. He's grown tired of it and wanted to give up picking mushrooms from Mushroom Road. Okay. Sorry, that's just part of his backstory.
The law.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm Kawano. I'm an expert in mushroom picking. I always go to Mushroom Road to pick mushrooms, but I'm tired of it. I want to live in a cool city.
That's Sally.
Tell me if you find a cool city I might like, but I'm tired of it. I want to live in a cool city. I can't tell you about a cool city, but I can tell you about my city. That's not the dialogue, but it should be. I should have written this game.
Also, yeah, playing this before, I did get tripped up by the whole Gene thing, and then paused to be like, why are they saying Gene? Oh, right, we were mocking the comedian whose name was Gene. You don't remember, do you?
Oh, yes, yeah. No, sorry. When you said gene, I was thinking of gene as in, like, genetics.
Yeah.
So that's what was taking me a beat. I'm like, yes, genes.
Is that him, the brown one?
No.
Graham.
So Kawano looks like he's a white boy with a little red dot for a nose.
Okay, right, okay.
Yeah. Oh, no,
wasn't
that's
him.
he's an off-white. You want a proper white.
Not some body shape wasn't even remotely
Yeah.
correct.
Is that him? To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right.
That might be.
Yeah, that looks like Kawano. Yes, he's a mushroom pick expert.
Oh goodness, that still wasn't everything.
Do you get a stamp when they get him?
Yeah, my
So
city's now complete.
you got the school. Did you get Gump?
Gump comes with the school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you get Gump? Okay, let me go back to the top of the list and I'll read him out again. Alright, so we've got we get the estate, we've got the Keys factory, the parts shop, the body shop and the paint shop, the bank, the tower, both parks, the mini games, so tunnel race and which way race, recycle shop, Q rally centre, garage, school, the homes, the cinema, the quick pick shops will appear, Cora Q shop, fire station, and police station.
Maybe we didn't get Saucy.
Do you want to check out for Saucy?
Yeah, she's
I'm
Chestnut
sure we
Canyon,
did.
isn't it?
She's Chestnut Canyon, I believe. Oh, that or hang on, I'm gonna find it. Parks, Saucy. So find Saucy in Chestnut Canyon, yeah, but I don't have a picture of her. So
She's red.
cool, like sauce.
I guess. I mean, you can get a lot of different sauces.
It's true. But like the quintessential known sauce.
Fuck off, Graham.
Custard.
Nobody likes you. That's
Saucy.
Yeah.
There she is. She's the missing link.
Knew we didn't have her. Well, I didn't know, but I suspected that might have been it because I was positive about everything else.
I could have sworn we spoke and had like a bit where we talked about
We might not have
Saucy
been
opening
to
it.
My City. Oh no, because we went to My City right away, didn't
Yeah.
we? Maybe
Yeah.
we just mashed triangle by mistake.
Yeah, I think that's what would have had to happen because I distinctly remember us having a conversation being like, oh, someone named Saucy opening a park. That's a bit. See, the issue is Graham's in such close pursuit and you don't
And I'm a
want to.
bad driver. Alright, please be complete. Nope.
Gosh. So you've got. Okay.
Maybe we're missing the tunnel race.
Do you want to go check out the tunnel race? Sam Polis was where that was.
I'm just gonna quickly take a drive around my city and see where the buildings are missing from.
Okay. Oh, I'll just drop my phone.
Because it's starting to look pretty full.
It is. It's looking good. Yeah, there's the cinema. There's the snowbank.
Paint shop.
Paint shop. Body shop.
Alright, well there's a big thing missing here.
So is that the tunnel race?
No, tunnel race isn't there. That's
Do you want me to read them out again?
Mark.
Got the tower. Got the bank.
That's Saucy's Park.
Wouldn't be a home, it's too big. Got the crew, got the fire station and the police station. That's all of them. It's got to be one of the mini games then.
No, because the tunnel race is not this one, but
No, that's Koros.
yeah, that one, the yellow one.
Okay. So what about the which way race?
Which way race we just got then?
Okay. Oh, I'm going to read them out again. And you're going to tell me what's missing. I won't skip over anything. The Wonder Estate Agency.
Yep.
The Hughes Factory.
Yep.
The Parts Shop.
Yes.
The Body Shop.
Yes.
The Paint Shop.
Yes.
The Bank.
Yes.
The Tower.
Yep.
2 parks.
Yep.
The Tunnel Race.
Yep.
The Which Way Race.
Yes.
The Recycle Shop.
I think so. Let me check.
I'm actually very confident about that one, but I'd rather you double check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just this one here on the left. That's the recycle shop.
Yep. The Q's Rally Centre.
That's right over there.
The Rally Centre.
Yep.
The Garage.
Yep.
The School.
Yep.
Homes. So you should have, let me count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homes. So you should have Flower, Mian, Sally, Kawano, and Gitchy, sorry. So, no, yeah, 5 homes.
Unless we're missing me, but I'm pretty sure we got her. She was the one on the water skis.
The Cinema.
Yeah, we
definitely
got that.
The Quick Pick Shops won't appear yet. Cora Q Coin Shop. We have to
Yep.
have that. The Fire Station.
Yep.
The Police Station. So
Yep.
it has to be one of the homes. Because I've just read everything out. And you've said yes to all
Unless
of
the
them.
wiki's missing something.
I mean, I can try another page.
Because there's a which way race there, so...
Okay, so police station, park, house, Q Factory, body shop, fire station, Cora Q coins, house, tunnel race, which way race, cinema, tower, school, house, park, bank, house, part shop, recycle shop, house, paint shop. So you have to be missing a
It
house.
has to be a house.
So let me go back over the houses again, and you can go check each one.
Yeah.
So start with Sally in Peachtown.
Sally and Peach?
Oh no, sorry, I've just guessed the name. It wasn't Sally, was it? It was Flower. Start with Flower.
Yeah, I
in
just
Peachtown.
went into her shop. I just completed her task right then.
Okay, so next up on the house list then is Mian from Papaya Island.
Okay, I'm positive I got her because you needed to use the jet skis for that, and I remember chasing her around with the jet skis. Let me just actually find her house though. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Yeah, she's a white car with lots of stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
you
I
got
got that.
Mian. Sally from White Mountain.
Yeah, we just
Just
did
got
that.
her. Kawano from Chestnut Canyon.
Did that.
Gitchi from Fuji City.
Did that.
So then it can't be a house.
So we aren't missing.
So have you gone into all the houses though? Because that might be might have to enter everything, not just collect all the people.
Maybe.
What's the actual stamp? Let me look. Because by that logic, we've got everything.
Yeah. I mean, we've been over the list. There's nothing missing.
Let me read. No, my city is now complete. A statue is built. How do you get the statue built?
By doing endurance run, I think. Oh no, you get that from visiting all of the houses.
Okay, so that's what's missing. We're going to visit them surely. My city is now complete. To get that, it's attained by after finding all Mine City inhabitants. So apparently we haven't got all of them unless they're counting the quick pick shops. Which, to be fair, they are on the list, so it could actually count them.
Right, and the quick pick shop doesn't appear until after you've completed endurance run,
So you've got to do endurance run.
I guess.
We're going to have to do that next time because we're 10 minutes over now. So I think it's time to wrap up.
I'll head to the Q's factory and then we'll sign off.
You can do it on the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, you want to hit him with it?
Sure. Thanks so much for watching this part 2 of very disappointing not getting to do the Grand Prix episode. We will see you in the next time where I pinky promise we'll do the Grand Prix.
I'll find another way to disappoint you.
No, I've got my pinky out. You can't see it, but it's out there. It's ready. We're doing the Grand Prix. I start with the controller, so you don't have a choice. You've got a choice of either having to do the work to change the logos so that you can sabotage it, or just doing the Grand Prix, basically.
Yeah. Fair enough. Alright, well thanks guys for hanging out. You have yourselves a good one.
See ya!
Catch you.